Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio, and I'm working on a few more letters of the alphabet for the Scavenger Hunt 2024. This is F and G. Still working in my Scavenger Hunt book. If you're interested in seeing how I made that, I will link it in the description box below. I did trace out or draw out, sketch out, whatever you want to call it. I did not trace these from anything. The letters, I'm doing them in white chalk. I have a white charcoal pencil that I drew those on with. And yeah, my G's not exactly perfect, but we'll try and fix that. And I'm using my favorite Tombow calligraphy pen. And I mentioned in a previous video that I would link it down below if I find it. So if I did find it, I haven't gotten that far yet. If I do find it, it will be linked below in case you're interested. It's a really cool pen. It's got a tip that it can be a fine point, or if you apply pressure, it's thick. It's just a different sort of pen. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. So I let that dry, and then I'm just taking an eraser and erasing that charcoal, I mean. And there's a little bit of white, but I decided to do white designs inside. So instead of adding any paint like I've done in the past, I'm just doing white. And I really love how this turns out. And this pen that I'm using is my ultimate favorite white pen for writing on paint. It's Sakura Decoris. And I will definitely link that one in the description box below. I think I have it on my favorites in Amazon. I've only ordered it once, but I'm now officially out. I've used it a lot. I'm like, I tried to take the pen apart to just make sure it was empty and that it didn't dry up, but it has worked wonderfully. I love how it looks. So yeah, definitely we'll put that one in the description box below. If you're like me and have had trouble using white pens on painty surfaces, this has been a good one for me. Anyway, so yeah, kind of a filigree looking G, and I'm going to do the same thing for the E. And I'm just putting kind of curly Q designs inside. And this time I did find a frog. So we're going to put a frog on this page. I found a clip art design, so I copied it freehand and then colored it in with colored pencils, but I don't show you that because coloring in takes a little while, and I'm trying to make my videos a little faster. Viewers don't last more than like 10 minutes on my videos, and they've been 30 minutes long lately, so I'm not sure how long this one is. It might be somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes, but I do a lot of letters of the alphabet today because this one went so easy. When I don't paint the letters in, it comes together a little bit quicker. But yeah, I think the F and G page is one of my favorites. And I don't know if I show it on camera, but I do put a little bit of reddish color around the edges to fill up the white space around the edge of the paper. Oh, and this is my Pit Artist brush pen in gray. I use that to shade a lot. And I didn't use any Stabilo today, at least on that one. And here's my frog. Got him, cut him out. What do they call that? Fussy cutting. And we're just going to stick him on top of the G. I think it's cute. You'll have to tell me if you like my frog. And I just stuck that on with the glitter glue, I believe. The D and the E was from a previous video. If you're interested, I will put a play link in the description box below. A playlist link. I'm going to try and create a playlist of all of these. So the next one is H and I decided to do some, what do they call that? Negative painting. So I've drawn the H and the I out in pencil. If you squint, you might be able to see it a little bit. I had a hard time seeing it. But, yeah, I don't ever show you me sketching those out because you can't see it, so. But yeah, I'm just going around with, it's a Hippie Crafter paint in raw umber, I believe is the color. It's the darker brown one, which I always think should be burnt, but it's usually the raw. Yeah, raw umber. Had to double check. And this part does take a little bit longer because I am just going around each part of the letter. And I really liked the background. I thought this would be the best way to show it off. I'm not sure it is now, but hey, it works. Can't remember if I put something on the HI page. Some sort of image. I think I've stuck something on every one of them. Well, almost every one of them. Oh, I stuck a butterfly on there. Just because I didn't know what to put on there. I don't know, is there a scientific word for something with an H or an I that can count as a butterfly? Sorry, I'm being silly. Now comes the hard part where the I is overlapping with the H. So I have to go around that kind of carefully. Just trying to find the edges. When I was doing this, I was like, the best thing that matches this would be a giraffe. I mean, I know it's the wrong letters, but the pattern and the color kind of reminds me of a giraffe. But I didn't have immediate access to a giraffe to add to the page, so that's why a butterfly gets put on there. Had to check, make sure I didn't accidentally paint my my frog page. There we go, H and I. And this is a die cut. You can buy a pack of them at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And it had a white border, and I didn't like the white border, so I cut it off. And you don't really notice how uneven the two sides are until you cut the white off. And then you really notice that both sides of this butterfly are not even. Which, I mean, that's probably more accurate in nature, but when you're buying a pre-printed butterfly, wouldn't it normally be even on both sides? I don't know. I'm just guessing. So the next letter of the alphabet are J and K. This is the last one I do on this video. And I decided, this is where I use the Sharpie marker and you can see it through on the other page. I mean, I just use the next page anyway. I don't even worry about it. But it does create a little bit of a shadow using the Sharpie. My other pen would have worked better to not bleed through, but I don't know if there was enough ink in it to completely fill that in. Black paint would have been a good alternative because that would not have soaked through. Oh, and I picked that green butterfly because it went with the page next door. That's why that one ended up pink. So when I was looking at the JK, it kind of made me think of like a Joker. So I thought I would use the Harlequin mask, like it's distressed Harlequin, but yeah. So I'm going to use that to create the Joker type. I don't know, gives me the feel of a Joker. After I do it, I decide it needs to be filled in, so still, that's probably why I'm out of ink on my pen. I used it to fill these in. And it might have been better to use one that was not a distressed one, but this is the one I had, so that's what I'm using. Probably didn't need to show you the making of all of that. Maybe I'll stop and edit that because it is a bit long. Okay, and then just to bring that back out again, I'm going around with my Sharpie just to create a bold line. And my marker's having issues with the white pen. The white pen, I don't know what it's made with, but maybe it's got paint in there because it's affecting my marker when I draw over the top. I have to keep cleaning it off so I can keep using it. Maybe it's water soluble, the white one. All right, so I thought of the Joker, so I've got a Jester's or Joker's hat, right? A Joker. I'm going to fussy cut out the hat and add that to the page. And there we have it. J and K. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I hope you liked that video. Yeah, I'm trying to think of clever things to do with these letters of the alphabet. And I can't wait to get started on some of the other prompts for the 100 Scavenger Hunt 2024. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment. Love to hear your comments. And thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome day.